I was not recording. I'm going to die. Just kidding. These scabs are just from picking. Ignore these. I don't. I just like picking. So, I'm in my mom's car, vroom vroom. I'm losing my mind from trying to record. Now, what the fuck are we doing today? I'll tell you what the fuck we're doing today. I had a dream where I created a list of kins. Now, if you don't know what a kin is, you are probably over the age of 25, or you have a very sane social life, and I commemorate you for that. Big round of applause right now. So, kinning. Basically, the definition of kinning is when you relate to a character in basic terms. However, it goes deeper than that. You feel as though you have a connection to the character, as in, you feel as though you in the camera are the character. So they don't have to be your favorites, they simply have a connection to you and are you per se. Now, have I ever kinned anyone before making this list? No and yes. So people are all into kinning. It's become a term on the internet. Mostly like mentally unstable teenagers who are kind of fruity. Basically, when I was like a youngster, like 10 years old in 2014, I think the first character I technically kinned was Garfield because I I just wanted to be fucking lazy. I romanticized being lazy. I just wanted to sit in my room, do fucking nothing but eat, and just like I got a giant ass refrigerator box, just plopped it in my room, put blankets in it. I was like, I'm going to live the Garfield lifestyle because I just loved the comfortableness of the comics. They're not funny, but they're comfortable. They're repetitive drivel, but they're funny. So that was technically the first time I kinned a character. The second was Mangle, this bitch right here from Five Nights at Freddy's. Now, lots of people kin Mangle because, like, they're so broken, and I'm so broken. And yeah, that's sad. Uh, I was actually I was like a 10-year-old mentally stable child, so my thinking wasn't really along those lines when I was like, I'm Mangle. It was more like, in the past I was like, this character is cool and funny and they look feminine and therefore I like that character. When I saw Mangle, I was really into foxes because I played Animal Jam and my avatar was a fox. And also, it's pink and it's makeupy and it's fruity, and so I was like, oh, oh. So what I did was I created this monopoly of Five Nights at Freddy's kinning characters. Uh, and so basically, to my peers, who I knew very well, I was like, which Five Nights at Freddy's character do you want to be in my drawings? Don't choose one that has already been chosen now. I chose Mangle. If you want Foxy, oh, my twin already chose Foxy, so you can be Withered Foxy or something like that. So it'd be like, so lots of them would shockingly be okay with it. They'd be like, okay! I just created this monopoly of fucking Five Nights at Freddy's kinning characters. What a fun little story. And so, like, yeah, what a very funny time. So today, I decided at the young age of almost 18, I am going to have kins for the first time, out of curiosity, hopefully, and then, like, explain my reasoning for those kins. So here's my very first kin list by me. Abed from Community. Now, this is basically just because I have diagnosed autism spectrum disorder. So I saw him on the TV and something just clicked. It was like in April of 2021. I just saw him. I was like, oh, fuck! He acts like me. This bitch is me for real. Because he talks like me. He doesn't know what the fuck is going on. He's just chilling and he wants to talk about his interests. He wants to talk about movies, my guy. I like movies. And so then 5 months later, I got diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. And so, yeah, like, damn, he just like me for real, man. So, yeah, that's my reason for Abed from Community. Second, second, the sarcastic child from the Roseanne show. Her name's Darlene. This all started actually because my bus driver went like, "You look like the daughter from Roseanne show," and I was like, "Oh, I don't know who that is." I went home, I looked it up. I was offended because she has no eyebrows. I don't like when people have no eyebrows. That scares me. But I was like, okay. And so I told my dad about it. He was like, "Oh, you kind of act like her." And I was like, "Huh?" And then I watched a clip like of montages of her, and I was like, "Oh, I see why he said that because I can kind of be a bitch sometimes." But yeah, that was like, okay, okay. I guess I'm the Darlene. 3. Fran Lebowitz. This was another one where my dad saw her, like the Netflix show she had. Can you fucking go back down? And he just looked at the TV and he was like, "That's like an older Ella. That's just you but older." And I was like, I don't know about that. And he was like, "You talk no bullshit," which is weird because I have tons of bullshit. You're just blunt. You're to the point. You don't beat around the bush. And I was like, okay, I'm opinionated. And so that was the thing. That was the thing. And so I kind of get it. So sure, Fred Leibowitz, you can go on the list. 4. Karen from SpongeBob. Now Karen from SpongeBob, I watched her. She's very underrated. Okay, I'm not underrated. Well, maybe a little bit, but she's just like done with people, bro. She's done with people, but she's still there for a plankton and shit like that. So like, bro, she just wants to like spend more time with the people she loves. I mean, I find that very awkward personally, but like at the same time, she's just like throwing all these ideas out here. She's fucking going. She's just like chilling. She's giving like I'm sorry, I'm hyping myself up, but like I really like her because she just kind of like she has that kind of like she gets a little overreacted at times like when she kind of feels like, bro, don't fucking act that way. So it's like, yeah, I kind of do that at times. Like, yeah, it happens. Karen from Karen from SpongeBob. 5. Karen from Mean Girls. Now, well, it's funny that I don't like dumb people at sometimes because I can kind of be a dumb person myself. I've said some very out of pocket things before, not like in that way, but like just stuff that makes sense to me but does not make sense to others because I've made it rational in my mind. So, especially when I was like in middle school, I was kind of just the quiet kid, like just the like the floater in the school who just kind of went around to different kind of friend groups. I was a very vanilla child. I was like, yeah, I drew lots of foxes and shit, but I was like, and I had autism, so like, of course I got bullied a bit, but like, I was like very, I thought at least that I was a very normal acting child. I looked normal amongst like all the fucking emo friends like that I had. I was the most like normal person there. I was the token uh normal child. Today I'm like the token cis friend, token cisgender friend. I'm a cisgender female. And so like yeah, like I just like sorry, I'm ranting, but I kind of feel like Karen sometimes in that I kind of just like sometimes I say dumb shit, but I'll be with my friends. I'll be with my friends and I'll be there. And yeah, sometimes I say dumb shit, but you know what? I'm here. It's okay. 6. The Scottish Pigeon Woman from Home Alone 2. And it's worse than the first movie, by the way, okay? It's the same formula, but just put in New York. So the title Home Alone doesn't even make sense because it's not Home Alone. It's Alone in New York. And it's worse. And it doesn't have the heart of the first movie, okay? So shut up. Shut up, all of you. The first one is better. Anyways, she has this kind of backstory where she's like this homeless woman, and she has this backstory where she used to have a husband, and then he broke her heart, and then I haven't gotten my heart broken, don't worry. And then and then she just like never like never like fell in love again. I'm not like that sad, but at the same time, like, it kind of emulates how I think I would approach that shit if it happened. So I asked out only one person. It was in the 8th grade on the last day. I took it kind of well, surprisingly. But like, but after that, like, not only, well, I never really found anyone I could trust enough to be a love interest. I saw enough. But also like at the same time, like, I don't know, I'm kind of scared of that shit happening and it being like awkward and shit afterwards. So I was just like, okay, what if I never do this again? So to this day, I have never asked anyone out of bed, like again. I've been asked out, but I've never really dated anyone. That's all right. That's all right. And so like, it's like I kind of have that approach sometimes where it's like, maybe I'm kind of gonna focus on other stuff instead of this. Thank you. 7, Sheedy Anagonye. I just added this on here. Can you fucking go down? Because I have analysis paralysis. Not to the extent that Cheaty, my poor guy Cheaty here has it. Cheaty's just a mental breakdown of a man. Uh, but I've had kind of situations a lot, especially when making important decisions and just decisions in general, where I cannot function like a normal person. I need tons of backup and research to like decide. And the problem is that research isn't accessible until I actually have that experience and I can't move out of it. So I kind of sometimes have that crisis like Cheaty where I'm like, okay, but what if that's not the right option? So that's kind of a fucking issue. So I feel like if I were to get sent to hell, it would probably be because I'm like Cheaty, or probably Eleanor. Eleanor would come in second, I feel like. That's probably not a good thing. But yeah, Cheaty, you're my guy. Uh, 8, Veronica Sawyer, movie version, because sometimes I'm just fucking done with people and I'm done with high school and I think it's just the senioritis talking, but sometimes I see people in the halls and I'm like, why the fuck are you like this? I don't say that to anyone, but I just kind of think it in my head, like, why the fuck are you like this? I sometimes like I one time when I was having a little spicy anxiety moment, I was like overwhelmed from all the noises I was hearing in my previous class, and I like ended up walking down the halls like almost in a trance to my next class. And I looked around at all the people in the halls, and my brain did this funny thing where I was like, I'm not mentally ill, don't worry. My brain did this funny thing where I just saw all the people, and I was like, holy shit, I just felt it like, oh my, I can't trust any of you. I know all your intentions. I know all your motives. I know all the reasons all of you are annoying and why I can't trust any of you and why I can't be any of your friends. Maybe that's, maybe that's a bit of trust issue stuff from elementary school and stuff with, kids being mean, but like, maybe that's why I kind of feel like Veronica sometimes. Like sometimes I just see people and I know all your intentions. I know all of them, bitch. I know all of them, and I'm not gonna fall for anything again. Sorry. Next is Nicolas Cage Man from the Dramatic Pig movie. I like him because he just goes for his pet pig. He tries to find her. If someone took my fucking cat away from me, fuck you, everyone's getting murdered. Not like that, but holy shit, like, don't. If you take my cat away from me, I'll fucking kill you. I'm sorry, that's the law, I'll kill you. YouTube, this is, for legal reasons, this is not real, this is not a genuine threat. Let's just say for argument's sake that if, you were to take my cat away from me, I would make you cease to exist. Okay? Let's just put it like that. I'm sorry I sound overly edgy, but I care greatly about my pet cat. He's a very good boy. Now, he also, like, at the same time as wanting to find his pet, his companion, his partner, he also just has this dedication to his craft. And this kind of like, he has this technical, like, this mechanical mindset to the stuff he does. Like, it's funny, he's very morals based, but at the same time, he's very, like, logic based with his work. Um, and I kind of feel like that. Like, well, yeah, everyone has a bit of morals and logic to them, but like, I feel like with animation, I kind of view it as a science and kind of like, um, I see like crew reels of like animators doing their work, and they just look like scientists to me. And it's cool. Animation is so cool because you're taking drawings from your mind and you're bringing them onto paper permanently, and you're making them spring to life. You're taking ideas and you're making them physical, and that aspect of animation is just fascinating to me. That's what makes it so fucking good. Just drawing in general is so cool because you're just taking ideas and you're bringing them to life. But anyways, yeah, I just feel like we both have that dedication to the like that kind of technical aspect to the craft. Where I'm very kind of serious about animation and writing. He's very serious about cooking, and I'm kind of hyping myself up again. I'm sorry, but like, man, he's just like me for real. I don't know. Now hear me out. Jack Nicholson in The Shining, kind of, not really the best family man, He gets haunted by hotel ghosts and he in the book broke his child's arm in an alcohol-based stupor, and he's scary to his wife, and he runs around the hotel with an axe and tries to kill them. So, yeah, not the best, but listen. If I have to, everyone has that one. I see with people that kin people. I see at least one of their kins as some problematic motherfucker. Lots of people kin Shinji Ikari from Neon Genesis Evangelion. That bitch jacked off to his coworker. Okay, while she was in a coma. All right, I'm sorry, but like so like listen, sorry. He like he's like always into his work, and he gets more and more like scared and antsy. I kind of feel like jumpy and antsy and shit whenever I get like that and I can't like do my work and I feel like stuff is imposing on me. Especially when like I kind of feel like nervous if the area I'm in is not good. And anyone would feel that way in a ghost infested hotel. But yeah, like I've always had this fascination, but simultaneously this fear of big open tunnel-like spaces. I have tons of dreams about getting lost in tunnels and shit. Um, that look like houses, like kind of like the back rooms. But yeah, it fascinates me. I want to go deeper, but at the same time, I'm scared. But it's really cool. Creed Bratton. Now, I like this is kind of like for the same reason as Karen Smith. I can kind of sometimes I don't like really try to do it, but I can sometimes say some out of pocket things, even when I'm trying to like establish like, okay, but here's why I'm saying this. It can still seem out of pocket, and I kind of like, yeah, I kind of get that, and yeah, it's probably another thing with autism, but yeah, it's like it's not really a bad thing, I wouldn't say, but like it does make me feel a bit bad sometimes because like, I probably shouldn't act that way because I don't know, I want to make friends better, but like, bro, my guy, he's still like pretty cool. He's pretty chill. I've committed way less felonies than him. I will say that. So that's a good thing. But yeah, he's like, like I kind of like, I kind of feel like him like, damn, he's just like me for real, cause he's like fucking, he says out of pocket shit that makes sense to him, and I sometimes do that too. And so yeah, that's the thing. Number 12, the dad from Coraline. Now my reasoning for this is that he like kind of like the same with Jack Torrance. He just wants to get his work done, but he also wants to make time with his family. But I don't know. I'm not really that. I mean, I like my family, but I like my alone time more, which is probably not good. But like, yeah, like we both have that kind of thing again, where it's like, I want to do my work. I do not like being imposed upon. Please let me work. But you know what? My guy's trying to make it work. He's a cool guy. He's a cool man, and he's just there. And I'm just there, and I like being just there. And I'd have a lot of fun as just like a side character that's just kind of there, you know. So yeah, that's kind of cool. I like this man. 13, Garfield. I already explained this. He's a very good man. Not really, but like I like this man, this cat, this this god, this deity, this messiah, honestly. Um yeah, and I feel like I'm a bit narcissistic for putting this as one of my kins, but cuz he is the greatest. He's just the greatest. I just feel like him. He's just like me for real, man. And so like yeah, we live in a society. That's my list. Yeah, it took very long, but yeah, I tried making a kin list. It sure was a weird time, but yeah, that's my kin list. Let me know who your favorite kin is and what you think and who's the favorite. Yep, that's the thing. That's it. Yeah, bye.